Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to your beloved Drawback chess speedrun series. I'm actually in a rush, so let's just jump right into the video. Today we are reaching 8,000 rating points, and even though normally I would be playing 3 games per video, I actually have some IRL problems in a few hours, so I guess we only have enough time for one game, directly at the 8,000 rated checkpoint. Devil on your shoulder. A devil is suggesting terrible moves for you to make. If you disobey it 7 turns in a row, you must obey it on the 8th. Absolutely diabolical, but this is not the first time I've gotten this drawback, we already have experience for this. Reveal drawback to opponent. E4. C6. D4. I have already gotten this drawback multiple times before. The general rule is to minimize the damage that the devil can deal to your materials, by either keeping the valuable pieces safe or obeying the devil prematurely when the request is not too damaging. It's alright. I can handle this. D5. My opponent counter revealed. Warlord. At the start of move 12 and onwards, your king must not be on the first 2 ranks, or you lose. Wow. Okay, so in the long run I should be able to win. Early game is the most difficult part. I need to survive my drawback and extend the game until his drawback can finally deal some damage to his position. In contrast, he's gonna want to win this game real fast by forcing me to blunder my king to my own drawback. Tempos are everything here. E5. Well, I mean, pushing a pawn after saying tempos are everything doesn't really make a lot of sense, but this pawn can control 2 squares on the 6th rank, which can definitely create some difficulties for his king to justify his drawback in the future. Bishop f5. Knight f3. f6. Aha. You see, he is already worried about moving his king forward. Of course we won't be taking that. Knight h4 instead. I'm pretty slow in development though, may have to consider sacrificing the queen to obey the devil before it forces me to blunder the king. Never mind. Well, I plan to only have 1 game, but this one is too short. I guess we have enough time for another one. Second game is also played at 8,000 rating points. Checkers. You must capture if able. Absolutely diabolical. This is just anti-chess, but you lose to the normal chess rules. Reveal drawback to opponent. E4. This drawback is so diabolical that E4 is actually blundering the king to D5, E5, C6, and I lose 3 more tempos in a row while he can slowly move his queen up and take the king like a normal person. I could have played safer with E3, but of course that is just delaying the inevitable. We'll just go super aggressively and win the game before my opponent finds out how to take advantage of my drawback. E5. Opponent counter revealed. Barbarian rage. If you captured on your last move, you must capture if able. Wait. Now I'm confused. Okay, after reading back and forth a couple of times, my drawback forces captures, his drawback also forces captures, but it only activates after he has deliberately made the first capture himself. Therefore this entire game is actually very simple. Who makes the first capture loses. Knight c3. I mean, d4 might have provoked him to make the first capture, but after e4 I am actually forced to go queen takes d4 and the capturing chain starts with me instead of him. Keep in mind that his first capture is deliberately, but mine is actually forced. We'll wait for a better chance in the future. Knight f6. Wait. I didn't want to go f4 last move because after ef4, even if I try g3, fg3 I will have to recapture with my pawn and end his capturing chain, but with knight f6, his knight is now attacking my e-pawn. Maybe now is the right time to do it. f4. But again, his first capture is deliberate. If he doesn't take, the plan will immediately backfire next move and I'll most likely lose the game. Yes. Okay, of course can't go g3, fg3, then hg3 is forced. I need to force his next captures in a way that I am not getting reverse forced to capture. Therefore, after thinking for a while, knight a4. I win. Knight takes e4 is forced. Queen e2. Knight takes d2 is forced. Queen takes e8. The king is dead. The game only lasted for 6 moves, but I swear that was the most intensive 6 moves I have ever felt in a chess game. Drawback chess speed run today. 200% win rate.